listen.
All right. Good morning, y'all. My name is Amaya Desire from Big Obo Media. It's an honor to be here with the both of you. Just want to give you your flowers on another astounding performance per usual. The series has been just absolutely amazing. Um, I have a question for both of you that I think is going to be very interesting. Of course, we don't condone the word, right, slut, of anybody really being called that. But can you tell me a little bit about the narrative of the word being used and being reclaimed almost to give it power? And DeWanda, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I think kind of going right to the heart of your question. And Blair and I talked about this a little bit, but all those constructs, like when it pertains specifically to Black women, like the notion of like Jezebel or Sapphire or whatever, those are all like white constructs. Like we didn't, we didn't give ourselves that label, in the process of taking on the kind of self-consciousness that comes with like not allowing ourselves to be whoever we are, like our full sexual being selves. It's just like it's letting white supremacy win, in my opinion. Like I just think, to live with that level of like, I just want to make sure that I come across, Sloane is dealing with that enough kind of vis-a-vis her mother. So obviously I am no stranger to stories about sexually empowered women. And, it's no mistake on my part. I want to see it free.
What about you, Blair?
What she said. No, listen, what I love about this series is that it is about defining women through women's perspective and their view. More specifically to your point, just in terms of defining what is freedom as opposed to promiscuity or as opposed to being called a slut, but being able to define ourselves or themselves as women, and on their terms. And that's what I say. I love the exploration of this, of just the word slut specifically and what that means and what it means to this couple and how it's reflected and how it's internalized and rejected.
Well, yeah. Well, speaking of that, right? Just the exploration. You two filmed some extremely powerful, very intimate scenes around the theme of cuckold. Can you tell us what you're trying to convey to the audience with that? And Blair, I'll start with you.
That's the one who's cuckolded. Yeah, I think with anything, you want to try to be as honest as possible. I have never, and DeWanda and I talked about this a lot. I don't. For me personally, in terms of polyamorous, and it's not something I do. I don't share. My partner.
Stingy.
My partner I'm stingy like that. But it's something that many people do. So it really was an education to me. It was eye opening to me. This lifestyle and this process, and it was just really an understanding of, again, the definition and owning the definition. To be a cuckold, I mean, that means you're giving your wife over, and there's usually an element of betrayal in that. And in this case, it's not necessarily betrayal if everybody's staying within the rules. Sloane. The rules are broken, is what I'm saying.
Right. I get you.
What I'm saying is you messed up. What I'm saying is
saying I messed up.
Trouble. DeWanda, your thoughts before we wrap up?
Marriage story. Every marriage, whether or not a couple like has a formal set of rules that they've written down or not, like every marriage has its own, set of understandings. Like even if it's like, for Sloane and Richard, they have what I think of as a full service marriage, which means they also work together. They also, earn a living together. So they're spending a lot of time together. And that comes in and of itself with certain expectations, like, oh, did you made sure you paid that vendor? Like it comes with a certain set of, just expectations and trust and rules, and, their sexual lives is just an extension of the business of marriage, and it does require infrastructure and care and constant communication.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. Thank you so much. Like again, I said the series is amazing. So just kudos to you on another amazing performance. Thanks.
Oh, I appreciate your flowers behind you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm giving flowers.
I